I'm going to invite you to be comfortable in your seat and draw your attention to your breath. Relax your belly, breathe into your belly, open your heart, and invite breath to soften all the spaces that might be holding tension. Even out your inhales and your exhales. Don't hold your breath. Breathe steadily in and out. Soften your face muscles. Soften your shoulders. Soften your seat into a comfortable position. Let your feet feel the firmness that supports you. Breathing. Softening. Optimism and hope cannot be commanded or forced any more than happiness or genuine laughter. It is not being told to feel or believe a certain way that makes our hope awaken. But the grief and distress and suffering that we experience, which seems to be obstacles to hope and gratitude, are proof of your deep humanity. We grieve because we hope for good things. We suffer because we seek and anticipate a happier way. To transcend these is not to live in denial, but to affirm that life has meaning for us. Every one of us transcends in our own ways and on our own terms. Invite hope as a habit. Let hope become your strength in the face of death. Invite humor as a habit. Let humor become a form of courage and honesty in adversity. Invite a mindful spirit as habit. Let the defiant power of the human spirit sustain you. Invite beauty and craftsmanship as habits. May you be powerful in celebrating excellence in every place that it can be found and practiced. Invite gratitude as a habit. Let gratitude bring perspective to your life's blessings. Join me in focusing your attention on a deeper gratitude practice. We have so many gifts. The gift of life, a most precious gift. You have a beginning. You were born, and in love and mystery you exist today as a living being, infinitely precious. Gratitude for the gift of your body, maintaining itself with heartbeat and breath, steady, regular, moment after moment, bringing life to your deepest physical needs, your most basic cellular structures, to your physical existence on this planet. We can be grateful for the gift of our senses so we can engage a life that is rich with detail. Whether you are engaging by touch or sound or sight or simply a resting place, homeostasis, We are in the world and can live mindful of the beauty and the goodness in it. With a little humor, perhaps, today we can remind ourselves to be grateful for technologies. We flip a switch and light appears. We pick up the phone or turn on our computer and reach out to people we love or for information we need. Think beyond your own life for a moment to the tens of thousands of people on the planet who, without knowing you at all, contribute to your life through the infrastructure of our communities. Send them gratitude. Appreciate what they do and how it makes your life better. Think about those who have offered you kindness in recent days in big or very small ways. Express a thank you in your heart for their capacity for kindness and for their kindness towards you. Think about those who have loved you. Remember the ways that they showed their love, utterly unique in their personalities. Be grateful for their love. Remember the people that you love. Love is the very beginning of self-transcendence. It makes all the other transcendence gifts even more rich and full of possibility. These are hard times, but love endures, and for this, we are grateful. Viktor Frankl tells us a story of transcendence and gratitude. Listen for a moment to his story of practicing transcendence. He says, another time, we were at work in a trench. The dawn was gray around us. Gray was the sky above. Gray the snow in the pale light of dawn. Gray the rags in which my fellow prisoners were clad, and gray their faces. I was again conversing silently with my wife, or perhaps I was struggling to find the reason for my sufferings, my slow dying. In a last violent protest against the hopelessness of imminent death, I sensed my spirit piercing through the enveloping gloom. I felt it transcend that hopeless, meaningless world, and from somewhere I heard a victorious yes in answer to my question of the existence of an ultimate purpose. At that moment, a light was lit in a distant farmhouse, which stood on the horizon as if painted there, in the midst of the miserable gray of a dawning morning in Bavaria. The light shineth in the darkness. For hours I stood hacking at the icy ground. The guard passed by, insulting me, and once again I communed with my beloved. More and more I felt that she was present, that she was with me. I had the feeling that I was able to touch her, able to stretch out my hand and grasp hers. The feeling was very strong. She was there. Then at that very moment, a bird flew down silently and perched just in front of me on the heap of soil which I had dug up from the ditch and looked steadily at me. Even in suffering, we have the power to let hope and beauty and humor and gratitude and spirit fill our hearts and minds. Before we finish, take a resting moment and choose the 3 most compelling remembrances that came to mind for you today about which you are grateful. 3 things that came to you in today's meditation. Breathe slowly and pay attention to those 3 gratitudes. As Frankl did, let them sustain you and shape you, a protection against despair and trauma. You can draw on the strength of this gratitude practice whenever you wish and whenever you need it.